Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Stamford Ninja Academy Youth NSC qualifying event. I'm Ryan. And for this one, we're getting ready to watch the open round for the 10 and 11-year-old athletes, and followed by the female division as well for the speed and burnout. So we'll have some fun runs here coming in a second. Mr. DeGangi, how are you doing, good sir?
You're good to go. You just queued you in.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome. I am so excited to see what Stamford Ninja has in store. I've been keeping an eye on the hybrids from yesterday, and yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun watching these athletes. I thought they had some really cool, unique obstacles, some really challenging stuff. But yeah, it's been fun.
Nice, brother. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Got some awesome athletes coming up in just a bit. Grueling day yesterday in the hybrid, and we're off on the races already. Looks like Evan Marsher's making his way across.
Yeah, Evan Marsher, he's already qualified. He's already qualified here in the Northeast region. He's a very strong competitor. Seen him at a couple Youth NSC so far, and you can see the speed here, Strat.
Oh, lost the food there. Speed for feed for a second, but we're good.
Yeah, he's definitely. You could see him give a little bit of a fist pump there, Strat. He's happy with that run.
Nicely done. Yeah, that was a quick way to start off the speed round. 3 minutes. Retry system still in play from yesterday. 5-second reset time, no matter where they're at on the course. Saw some quick runs this morning, but the climb-ups were the things that were slowing most of these athletes down. Nate Peterbaugh on the move right now through the bars.
What do you make of this?
I think he's good.
What do you make of this speed course here, Strat? A lot of simple movements.
Yeah, the technique is required to get through everything. You know, they're going fast. Some tricky balance thrown in there. Some over-unders. Going to test their cardio for sure.
I really love the over-under.
And
I was just about to say the same thing, dude. I love the over-under. I love the sprint there. Really showcasing the explosive athletes, the athletes who can accelerate quickly, and really putting the speed into the equation.
Yeah, it's a good way to finish out these speed rounds. And the Lachey line is, a good place to showcase the Lachey tech, to see what athletes know how to maneuver, the various techniques required to get through that line. That's a big divider as well. That and the climb up on the warp wall to finish out, I think, is where a lot of the athletes will make up some time. And here we go. On now is going to be Miles Gumkowski up and into that half pipe attack-esque obstacle. Take some back swings here. Static reach through. Opting for a swing approach, but we see those long lines really slowing you down.
Yeah, you could see he just lost a little bit of the momentum there, but that's all right. Building it up here. He's there.
Yeah, that part can be pretty frustrating when you're thinking you've got enough power built up that you just come to a dead stop when you grab onto that next obstacle.
You gotta commit. Come on, go. Keep moving.
You can see Joe in the background, Morovsky, giving some good coaching tips here.
Yeah, Joe's been here all weekend, man. He's been every division and make sure these athletes get through. Oh, man, they only have a minute this time. Athletes earlier in the day had a minute 30.
Yeah, he just got real hung up there on the special delivery holds.
Man, 1 minute. Not a lot of time to try to get through the burnout. You can see just the size variance out there. We just saw how tall that last athlete was, and Ethan now getting ready to go. See how height plays a factor. Ooh, that reach there's a little tough. We're gonna have to get back through it. Got the touch point from the warp wall to the bar. That's why he was able to start here. Almost got the pop off there for the dismount. Going the sideways up approach. Dropping down, there it is. Ethan going for this swing tech. Nice little kick off the wall. 20 seconds now. It's going to come down to the wire. He's got to sprint through these without getting clotheslined by the barrier. Ooh, down to the wire here.
It's going to be close.
Oh, he's slamming it home, making sure he got that. Pretty out of breath after that one. Understandable. And striding on through quickly out the gate, Joshua Saraceno. Okay, we got the pop laches. Let's see if he gets this one. He went for the huge jump. Haven't seen that move yet. Now he gets the pop down lache. Joshua making some moves out there. Whoop. Watch out, Kara, taking some speed shots, trying to keep him in frame. Great move through. Wow, what a run here.
Kara's got a dangerous job out there.
Yeah, 37.5. Wow, would have shaved off just a few more off of that jump, but he's still pretty happy about that, I imagine. That huge leap, he tried to go for that shortcut. Here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'll start. Reset. It happens.
All right, I'm gonna reset here. All right, here we go.
Up and in. And that backswing, there's that pop lache. Same thing there. Going backwards for some hops up. Kneel. Riding across, trying to find the footing here. Good skip on that last jump. Over-unders. Take it back to the wall a little bit. Kneel. Get to that buzzer. 44 seconds. I said earlier to Ganj, that climb up is going to make a pretty big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Good links here on the laches. You can see speed links, keeping his hips low, sending his shoulders forward. That's some veteran tech right there.
Aiden Ayers getting ready to go, coming out of the Warrior Factory Syracuse. Speed rounds, always a fun one to watch. Aiden on the move. Taking a couple running steps up the wall. Backswing here. Good link laches there, and the pop down there for those special delivery holds. Good swing down. Kick off the wall, dismounted down perfectly. That is a really good pace.
This is really nicely done, Strat. Aiden is cruising right here.
Ooh, up we go. And a decent climb up at 35.8. Flawless run
really,
there.
Not a lot of wasted movement there or energy in the climb up. That was really impressive.
Well, way to go, Slim. Just saw that on the back of his shirt there. It was a quick run for him.
Love to see these ninja nicknames.
Yeah, we had Pop Star, the Ninja Pop Star in the first round. Always fun to see what they come up with. Even Tobias on the move right now. Oh, nicely done. Great links. Good transitions around. The backwards climb up, followed by that give and swing tech. Flowing through everything quite easily. Duck under here, don't get caught by it, and a good sprint to the finish, sub 30-second time. Through the wall.
Another run. Climb up huge.
Yeah, that's going to be the fastest one so far. Nice job, Tobias. Top times will be added up, see who makes it into the burnout. So this is a really important round. A lot of these athletes might be feeling it a little bit from yesterday from the hybrid. Like how it's broken up a bit so they have a chance to recover before the hybrid. You get their best, trying to get some points. But that does tire them out a little bit before facing the burnout. Great run up from Joseph. Woo, we got the links. Got the turnaround. Up and in, next level ninja athlete.
Ooh, good skip.
Under, over, under.
A good sprint
Right
here. Another
on through.
30-second-ish. Good hit.
Oi, 33.9. Nice job. Right. Alfio Sharon on the move. Okay, gonna go with a little bit of a monkey bar tech. And goes for the skip, the big jump over. Excellent job.
Turn to go.
Yeah, Alfio, this is also a qualified athlete, qualified earlier in the season. Very good at these speed courses. You could see great time here.
Oh, it might be sub 30 seconds. It's gonna be close. 29.3. First sub 30 seconds of the day. His jump saved him some time for sure. Here we go. Riding on through Paul. Conenfall. Not gonna get it. Got the bar, so that was the touch point. Picking up the pace. Flowing through now. Finding his rhythm once again. Swinging into action, up and over. Duck under and through. Turn and to that wall for the climb up and finish things out at 42 seconds. Nice job, Paul. All right, Ethan Poe, getting ready to go. Just riding on through, big run up that warp wall. I give him plenty of height. One little backswing. Line up those hips just right. Good leap out onto the special delivery. Given swing done. Cannonball swing now. Oh yeah, Ethan going for that sub 30-second time for sure.
Good pace, let's go.
Over, under, over. And it's going to be close. A good climb up, 31.1. Quick moves here. Where do you think they can clean up these runs to Ganja? I'm not sure where really, other than sprinting it faster at the end, perhaps.
I think the sprints at the end definitely makes a difference. I think those early speed Lachey links certainly makes a difference. And I think the turnaround off the rock wall, getting into that next balance obstacle makes a difference. So we will see Harry Klein. Oh, no.
Well, great save. Didn't peel out. That's a good grip strength to be able to hold on after a miss like that.
Great. Keep going. Push it.
Still moving smooth. One more backswing. That cannonball turning into the next balance obstacle. No, he stepped back. He tried to skip those last few steps. That's a 5-second hold period. Makes a safer route that time. Dig deep here on that last sprint. Up we go. 50.3 for Harry Klein.
Just a couple of slips there, missteps. It's all right though. Burnout round coming up.
All right, Logan Jensen.
Take nothing home. Leave it out there.
Standing by at a Strive Ninja Fitness. As we stride away up that warp wall. Backswing when need be.
Oh, I
Little
love that
pop
pop
Lachey.
through.
That's cool tech, man, once they figure out the timing. Skipping that step at the end, and now the sprint for the under-overs. Turn and burn, little shuttle run action. Climbing up, and buzzer, 37.4. Pretty quick time there, nicely done. All right. Kieran Martin trying to cross. Coming out of the Gravity Forge.
I really like the setup of the Lacheys there. Athletes with a quick pop, reach, pop.
Ooh, well, good. Whoa, the foot went dangerously close.
Now move.
Trained that dismount, so he
like
is.
It was good.
Yep. Gotta book it. Keep those sprints alive. I think I heard a stat somewhere. They said like 80% of people don't sprint anymore past like the age of 30 or something like that. Some crazy stat like that.
When was the last time
Get
you
out there and run. It's been a while, so the stat's pretty accurate. The stat's pretty accurate. I gotta get back out and pound some pavement. Well, Levon Hellman on the move right now. Big leap.
Oh, big jump out like that.
Good job, Levon. Hold on tight. Keep those feet up. Good strides across, and now the over-unders. And digging deep here at the end. Maybe a sub 35 second, depending on the climb up. Not quite there. The scramble. 37. Still pretty good. This all is starting to be a pretty tight shot group there. A lot of folks getting around that mid 30-second time. Down to our last few runners in the open wave. Up right now, it's going to be Jack DeLuca. He is cruising. He's just going full out right here at the start. Jack, no slowing down. Some quick shimmies here.
I love the quick pops. Yeah, I love the quick pops. Love the quick shimmies. Really showing a lot of experience here. Every time he lands, changing direction. Moving very
don't
quick.
get clothesline. He's got a shave and a haircut coming underneath that one line. Oh, get it, dude. Wow, almost a sub 30-second time.
Yeah, the time on our clock, it is unofficial. Great job.
Jack was cooking out there. Up now is going to be Alexander Warnke coming out of the Grit Ninja. And here we go. Alexander striding around. Ooh, a little slip, but we're okay. Oh my gosh, she's okay. Trying to go for that link. Adjust here for this one. Swing for it. Yeah, that's the tough part on that one. But able to do it after one backswing. Gets the dismount down. Big jump out. Gonna be close. Got through the over-unders, but the warp wall might just be out of reach. Oh, it was so close. Nice try, brother. All right, Charlie. Charlie Cuesta. Ready to go. Coming out of the Stamford Ninja Academy. Riding on up. Big jump. Backswing here for a little extra momentum. Swing and go! Unfortunate on the dismount. That hurts because that long line, it's a bit of a longer obstacle to reset on.
Yeah, hung up here now.
Yeah, this is a huge, almost like a sand trap on a golf course. You get stuck in there. It's tough to build that momentum up once again. Charlie gonna keep pushing the pace though. Oof. It's a couple more points here. And almost through the over-unders. Valiant effort out there from Charlie.
Gabby,
Now on to the female division.
All right, and we're off. Ryan Labritz coming out of the jump twist into Jim. Swinging through right now. Ooh, gonna have to take a backswing. Kicking, dropping down, excellent work. Committing to that dismount. Trying to pick up that pace again. Oh no! I think that was it. Yeah, that should have been called, but I think they're going to let it slide. Might have been incidental, but not sure how that's going to play.
Yeah, tap down there, not sure.
Yeah, it's fast. That's the thing with the speed round. It's going so quick. The athletes don't have much time to really react. That's why the judges really need to be on point when it comes to call-outs. But let's see how we go. Hope Charbonneau going through right now. Oh my gosh, I thought we were going to belly flop on that one, but good awareness.
You're good, go.
Getting the crane landings both times like that. Clear on that one. Riding through, up and over, nice little speed vault.
Yeah, showing good parkour skills there.
And climbing up for the buzzer, 39 seconds. Good single foot landing. All right, McKenna Black coming out of the Stamford Ninja Academy. Starts her run. Woo, quick single step on the warp wall. Bringing it across. I like the monkey bar method.
Yeah, good power there. Good amount of pull through.
And these 1 foot landings are so scary. I don't know how many times I would have twisted my ankle by now. Up and over, going for the ending here. Come on, McKenna.
Strat, that's why we don't let you compete anymore out there.
Yeah. McKenna Black,
Leave it to the kids,
39.7.
man.
That's it. That's
No
it.
twisted ankles out here.
They got it. They got it covered. Side vault up and over, sprinting to the finish. Up now, Evelyn Buss from Maximum Effort. Woo. Double foot jump, plyo off the warp wall. Goes by the Noodle Ninja. Gonna have to swing her way through. Don't want noodle arms here on these Lachey Tech. Finding our rhythm. Coming down, a good landing right there on the corner. Under and over. Sprinting to the finish. Keep on going and nicely done. 45.6 for Evelyn. All right, Kendall Warner on the move. Maximum Effort Training Studio athlete. Big jump up. Tough. Tough move.
Yeah, just not enough. It looked like her foot actually slipped on that rock wall there. It's unfortunate.
Try to make up for some lost time here. Good landings out of the Lachey line. Cannonball swing across. Underneath. Going for the wall climb up now. Up and in. This is where climb up training comes into play. 48.7. I'm glad to see a warp wall put into these speed rounds. Don't see warp walls put into the mix too often nowadays, it seems like.
Yeah, you really
Such a
don't see it all that
obstacle.
often. Yeah, it is fun to see.
All right, Fiona Nix on the move. Coming out of Surge, Ninja Hopkinton. And Strive Fitness, where she trains at.
Fiona already qualified for the sectionals.
Nice. Getting that extra experience here. Multi-stage format. Under, over, under. And really picking up the pace here. Big pull. And there it is, 38.5 for Fiona Nix. All right, that buzzer's been popping off the wall here a couple times today already. And a high five from the crowd out there. Amelia Roroback, rocking the cat ears. Ready to have cat-like reflexes out there. Now the Syracuse Ninja Barracks. Hold on tight. Big swings through. Pop down Lachey's. Oh, steps forwards out of bounds. That is a mixed-use platform. The end of one, start of the other. No! An unfortunate drop down. Third and final try. And there we go. She's clear. Time coming down to the wire. Big jump across. She'll get at least one more point here, potentially. And almost to the wall. A tough break on the Lachey line. Harper Bergen getting ready to go right now. Well, the Warrior Factory Syracuse. Big swing throughs. Good dismount down. Up and in through the cannonball swing. Riding across. We got a really good pace here. Up the wall, kicking into it. 31.7 for Harper.
Yeah, it's a great time. Really nice movement here through the Lachey bars.
All you got.
All right. Next up, Evelyn Curtis. 1-2 steps on the wall. Nice little hop up onto the bars. Yo, let's go. Big leap out. Skip and holds.
Yes. It's
Love
just so
to
cool
see
to
it.
see these athletes attack with such confidence.
Nice. Yeah, man. I mean, if they know they got the power, they got the confidence. Always exciting to see somebody put it together. Trending to the wall now for the climb up. Heel hook. Sub 40-second time for Evelyn Curtis. Big jump. That's all you need right there. Might give some other athletes some ideas.
Good job.
All right. Gabrielle Licata from Maximum Effort Training Studio on the move. Really pushing the pace here. Needs a little bit of a backswing to be sure about it. Those bars being separated on distance, close and far apart, changes up their technique enough. Make it kind of tricky. Cannonball swing down. Nicely done. Stomping across those last few balance rails. Under, over, under.
Great.
And really
here.
picking it up. Big pulls for the climb up. 37.08. Great run from Gabrielle Licata. That's such a cool move, man. That continuous, like, low lache, beeline lache.
Yeah, I really like that being incorporated into speed courses. And I like that the bars are at different lengths as well because it does offer some differentiation in the course design.
There we go. Katya Walensky taking a backswing here to be sure about it. There we go.
Still great. Keep going. Good. Keep going. Good.
Coming out of the center court, and Lawrence dropping down. Ooh, a little bit of a hit into the wall. We're good. Yep.
Okay, now go. Let's go.
Not sure what the confusion was there, but we're okay. A lot of moving pieces out there, so sometimes it's tough. 49.4. All right, Juliana Luongo getting ready to go. Come out of the Grit Ninja in Norwalk. Riding on through.
Leak. You got it.
Thought about it.
Open. Throw it. Nice. Touch.
Ooh, right on the lip.
Monkey into it.
So close. There we go. Going for that quick twist to the hips. That helps generate that momentum quickly.
1, 2.
Got to have that awareness to know how to throw. Get that extra swing tech. Stomping across, looking for the over-unders now. And warp wall to finish things out. That'll do it. 51 flat. He's tough on that one dismount. Had to do a reset. That's part of it, man.
Yeah,
when you're leaving it all out
real
there,
tough.
it happens. Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Real
Like
tough
when
to
you're
fail
really
on
pushing the
speed
pace.
course. Yeah.
All right, Emily Bacau on the move. Going through, dropping down.
Right, left, right, send that. Go.
Yeah, I
Jumping
love that. You can
across.
hear the coach in the background saying right, left, right, calling out the foot placements. That's really great coaching there.
Wow, great run.
31.6.
Oh, he almost gets tackled. Great run from Emily Falco. Elizabeth up next, coming out of the MST gym all the way from Canada. Excited to see some international athletes, especially this age, this part of their career in the ninja world. Traveling for these international competitions. You know, they've got their Canadian Ninja League finals going on up there this weekend as well. Elizabeth moving quickly through. So far, so good. Nice strides across. Under, over. Up the wall we go. Good on the climb up. 44.6 for Elizabeth. Down to our final 5 for the speed round. And then the points will be added up. See who moves on to the burnout. And Mila Rukas on the move.
Yeah, the Rukas family, we've seen, there's a couple of them. I don't know if they're siblings or cousins or just coincidence, but we've seen Rukases all across the board at NSC in the youth and the pros. Really strong ninja family.
Yeah, she's cruising right now. Big jump across. Under overs here to finish things out in the speed round.
Come on, Mila.
Up and in.
Climb
Oh,
up.
the climb up. 42.7 for Mila. I'm Mia. Mia Stitham. Ready to go. Come out of Surge Peabody. Big jump. Ooh, a little bit of a slip there, but we saved it. Outstretched onto that last platform. Big leap here coming down. Grabbing the bar to ensure we don't overshoot the landing platform. Mia finding a good rhythm here. Taking all the steps to be sure about it. And the sprint to the finish. Should be a sub 40-second time based on the climb up here to the top, 37.5. Over-unders, last 3 runners here. Kylie Rector getting ready to go. Coming out of the Hamden Ninja Academy. Need a backswing here to be sure about that distance. Follow through the 1, then 2. Nice. Getting there. Needs one more swing to be sure about it. There it is. Get little off axis a bit. We figure it out. Stepping across, gets the dismount down. Now just a few more moves here. Through the warp wall we go. The crowd coming alive at the finish. 47 or 46.7.
2 athletes remaining, or just 1 athlete remaining? I'm not sure.
Might have one. Yeah, one might be not checked in from the looks like it. So, final athlete. To round things out.
There you go. Commit.
Morgan Lochner
Commit. There you go.
launching her way through. My goodness.
Pump it. Yep. Get up.
Pop, pop. There we go. Up onto the bars.
Speed. Now dismount.
Good quick hand
Dropping in.
movements.
Sprint back.
Ooh, under overs.
Faster.
Yeah, the coach yelling faster. You're like, oh, I can't. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. 31.9.
31.9. That's insane. Great time.
Oh, man. What a way to
Great
finish.
time. So the top 10 are going to be set here. Going to be moving on to Burnout.
Well, folks, appreciate everybody tuning in for the speed round. We've got the burnout round for this age division coming up in about 30 minutes or so. Of course, has to be redesigned a little bit and give the athletes a chance to recover. So grab yourself a snack. Be right back. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, folks. Catch you later.
Access granted.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Stamford Ninja Academy Youth Qualifier for the Ninja Sport Championship. I'm Ryan Stratus, commentating for today. Stream brought to you by Beta Break here on the Ninja Sport Network. Exciting times right now in the 10 and 11-year-old age divisions. Hybrid was done yesterday. Speed has just concluded. Points have been tallied up. Now the top 10 athletes will be facing this grueling burnout course. We saw the younger age division, the 8 and 9-year-olds, run through the course earlier this morning. So a handful of clears, something very rarely that we see in the burnout realm. The retry system is gone, so no retries now. This is going back to the classic way obstacles were taken on in the original show of Sasuke Ninja Warrior in Japan, how they do it on American Ninja Warrior. One fall and that's it. No chance to recover anywhere fully on the course. Logan Jensen going to be leading the charge, representing Strive Ninja Fitness. Working our way through these first couple of moves. It's going to be important to try to get through this stuff quickly. A few moves have been altered. Those were rings last time, or excuse me, they were banana holds last time. Now they switched over to ropes, and looks like the bananas got moved over a little bit later in the course. Courses will be altered slightly depending on the age range. Now, working through a couple more moves. Logan's setting a good pace. Cannonball Alley now. Tops are in play. More cannonballs to swing through. And now these spinning handles can be tough to hold on to. Good match grip here. And this was the huge cutoff point for the last age group. And we figure out these rock holds on the hang climb. Finding your footing right away is vital. Those feet back up, there it is. And now it's this section of the wall here. That bump up right there is huge. Got to get to that next taped off mark. We almost grabbed a portion that was out of bounds. On to the key locks. Finding the rhythm here, trying to twist. Too many rocks back and forth. And start to tax the single hand grip strength. Logan looking to finish this one out. Ooh, now the dead hang training comes into play. Down onto the nunchuck here, quickly through it, onto the rail. Leave it all out on the course here. Oh, and as you work your way down, those ledges start to get thin. Great run from Logan. To the end of the Burnout course we got. So about halfway through that cliffhanger ledge before the pump finally set in. Aiden Ayers coming up next. Coming out of the Warrior Factory Syracuse. The Slim Ninja is ready to go. Big fan of math and science in school. He's got his own 40-foot rig in his backyard. If he's used to training all the time at home, see if he can hang for the entire duration here on the Burnout. Says he can name and locate over 100 countries. Man knows his geography. Get the drop downs here. Work your way back up. Careful on these slopers. There it is. Kind of find that timing to work your way through. Bumping your way up and over. Cannonball Alley, classic obstacle. I think that was brought into play in season 6 or 7. I think it was season 7. I can't remember. We're gonna have to get more ninja trivia figured out for this next Ninja Jeopardy that we do with the NSC team. Aiden, no problem on those spinning handles. And now, wisely, taking a chance, put the feet up on the bar, and relax just for a second. That's going to alleviate a little bit of pressure on the hands. But he has to be careful as soon as he lets the legs fall down. Doesn't want a barn door too far off the rock wall. Ooh, a little slip there. Good rock over to that next hold. Got the handles there to hold on to. Yeah, the coach is saying you gotta breathe. It's pretty important thing to do when you're out there. It's easy to forget. You kind of lock in. Too focused almost that you forget to breathe. Aiden says, no chalk, no thank you. I am on the move. He was trying to finish this out. Aiden Ayers, can we get through the cliffhanger line here at the end? Thin ledges here. Fighting for it. You gotta be kidding me! You're so close. What a run.
Incredible.
Coach super hyped up for him. Right there at the end. He only had 2 or 3 ledges to go, I believe. What a run from Aiden Ayers. Coming up now is going to be Joshua Saraceno. The walk up, the wave to the camera. The nerves got to be set in by this point. And there we go. Joshua swinging through. Coming out of the Hamden Ninja Academy. Coach happens to be Tom. Oh, Tom can't coach him right now since he's the head judge here on this course designed by him. Whole Saraceno family competes. Brother and sister, mom and dad. They all compete in the WNL. Good swing tech, skipping that banana. Good pace here out of Joshua. Started his ninja career competing in the UNAA divisions. Switched over to the WNL. Now he's giving the NSC a try. Okay, gonna go ahead and take a nice little lache down there. Just over a minute to this point. Joe making sure Joshua is aware to grip a little extra harder just in case the hands start to slip without the chalk. Some athletes prefer to be chalked up fresh. Some might feel more confident with what they got on there currently. Ooh, went for the hand move onto the handles on the key lock. Chose to go back for a second to reposition the hands. Oh, good bump down the line. Oh, no! What happened? Oh, no! Joshua, you were going so good at there at the end. I think he just didn't turn it all the way into it. He was going at a really good pace and just happened to mistime the move, and his hand started to open up. I'm sure he's heartbroken about that. Looked really strong out there.
All right, Joe, I got more chalk behind you if you need any. All right, just start at
Tough break, man. Those things can happen unexpectedly. Up now, Joseph Comerford on the move right now. Now the next level ninja gym. As his bio says, he's a big fan of speed. But he's done up to 231 pull-ups in only an hour. You gotta imagine you're gonna have some burnout strength here on display. Trying to find the swing tech here on these rings. Skipping that banana hold as well, straight to the bar. Quick moves on the slopers. The hands can easily peel off of those. Don't keep tension applied. Without any ledges to really latch onto. That's what make these rounded holds that much more difficult to maintain your grip on. Joseph popping down the line right now. Huge cannonball. That's the tough one. Quick pop down. Over we go. Hold on tight. Match your grip. Opting for the swing. He's going to need one more. Oh, big risk. But it pays out. Now the climb here on the rock wall. Now's your chance to shake out. Chalk is there if needed. Padding up the pants. casually just asked Tom for the time. So we look locked in here. Find the handholds, keep those feet in play. Good reach up. That's been the cutoff point for a lot of athletes. Ooh, get on those handles. Feet come off for a second. See if he decides to just go into it. He does, but not able to make the turn. Still a great run from Joseph. These burnout rounds are grueling on the hands.
Yeah, dude. I've been doing quick math all day yesterday.
We'll see if anybody can get through this one. This is just changed enough to increase the difficulty for this age division. And here we go, Kieran Martin. Repping the Jackson Erdos shirt, the Gravity Forge. See the Suicide Assistant Hotline 988 on the back of the shirt. Jackson Erdos, always a big supporter of mental health awareness. Young man being coached by Jackson. Clearly in support of the same mission. On the mission right now, getting through this burnout course. Quick moves on to these slopers once they get out of there, back on some solid ground. Likes to climb outdoors and indoors and go bouldering. If he's used to bouldering. Ooh, the backswing. Ooh, adjust. No, Kieran. Come on, no! Kieran! Oh, a heartbreak move. Heartbreak right there. I think he was just unable to get the last cannonball the way he wanted it. And the fact that the huge cannonball was so tough to hold on to, he couldn't get a good grasp back onto it to build up momentum. So tough break for Kieran. Ethan Tobias is up right now. Coming out of Ninja Mania. Got 6 years of experience. Started way back when he was only 7 years old. Gotta get this swing straightened out. Nice hand over hand technique here. A little bit of reverse on the cliff ledge. Knowing how to maneuver your body around, not forcing yourself to go the same way every time through obstacles allows you to adapt quite easily. Good match tech. Oh, going to get that stretch out reach. Nicely done. Feet up and hold on. Taking a chance here to shake out. Ethan finding the grips now. Bumps up, makes short work of the hang climb. Trying to shake out a little bit as we go here on the key lock hang. One of the original designs of the Skywalker obstacle. Tony Torres, an alternate routes obstacle back in the day. Turned into the circuit board on American Ninja Warrior. But right now, Ethan on a real classic obstacle, these cliffhanger ledges. Can we get to the finish? Ledges get thinner as we go. Pinky's popping off the sides. And Ethan making it through about halfway on that final line of obstacles. Incredible work. No easy task this burnout round. Tom Alberti making it tough on these athletes to try to get it clear here today.
Get some more chalk here if you need it. If you're ready though, just start anytime after this time.
Down to the final few in the open round. Jack DeLuca working through these swings right now. Good leg lock on the rope. That's going to take out a little pressure on the hands. Get that ring swing set. There we go. Nice job. Keep traversing through. Cannonball Alley. Wide grips here. Really starts to burn the forearms and all those tendons, all those extensor muscles. Jack looking for next few moves here on the hang climb. Trains here at Stamford as well. Here we go, trying to bump up. No use of the feet quite yet. There we go, get him on the board. Bump over. Good bump up. And the turnaround. Here we go, Jack DeLuca looking for the finish. Here Joe telling him to try to stay relaxed up there. Slide and go. Try not to have any bend in the arms. It almost seems counterintuitive, but you can make it through those obstacles in a relaxed fashion. That'll save some strength for here. Here we go. Jack DeLuca on now for the final few ledges of the cliffhanger. On to the red ledges. Starting to thin out here. On to the black ledges. Final few. Come on, not quite there. You had a good run at it. Well, that's gonna do it for Mr. DeLuca. Close, man. We're getting close. We're only down to our final three athletes. Can this burnout be beaten? It gets really thin there at the end.
Yeah, that's fine. So you want me to not offer you chalk until you say will? Or you want me to be there anyway? Okay, cool. Start after this timer.
Final three. Alfia Sharon coming out of the Freeport Ninja Academy. Winging in. Big fan of the burnouts. That's his favorite type of course to run. Let's see what he's got here. Alfio got third at the burnout at Ascend Youth Qualifier. Took first in the burnout at the Grit. So no stranger to being in the podium position on the Burnout round. What's it going to be here? Is that a telltale sign of the potential for a clear? I don't want to do a commentator's curse, but right now Alfio looking really locked in. A confident swing, one-handed off of the rotating handles. That just goes to show how strong that grip is. Each one of those black handles will spin entirely around. Well, you see a lot of the athletes doing the switch grip grab, doubling up on those. Not so for Alfio. Up on the rock wall. Trying to keep those legs engaged. And now onto the key lock hang.
Come on, Alfio.
Gotta get through this.
Twist. Good.
Little at a time.
Twist. Twist. Good. One more.
Keeping those hands engaged.
Twist.
Ensuring those handles are staying put.
Shake as you move.
And there it is.
You got it. Come on. Push it.
Last
Let's go.
chance to chalk up.
Come on.
Alfio making the transition down onto the last line of cliffhanger ledges. And here we go.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Working through a little at a time. Doesn't seem to be taxed at all. Oh no! Right at the end. Right at the end. He had another few more to go, but oh man. Just like that, he looked solid. But that last ledge is so thin. Grip just gives out instantly. Ethan Poe on to the go. Swinging up and in. Coming out of the Dexterity Depot. Another fan of Burnout rounds. Quick moves here, not wasting any time, not wasting any energy. The risk you run with moving quick like this can be a potential peel, potential fall somewhere. But it does conserve energy overall. One handing through all of these, doubling up on those spinning handles to be safe. Ethan going to chalk up here from a dead hang position. Just now getting onto the board with 4 minutes to go. Big move here. Oh gosh, what's he going for? Oh, he's going for a dyno maybe? Getting a little spicy out there here on the hang climb.
Come on, Ethan.
Ethan digging deep here, moving quick.
Come on, Ethan.
On now for the key lock hang. And just like that, we are facing this grueling line of cliff ledges. They get thin the further you get on that road. All chalked up, and here we go, Ethan Poe. Can we get a clear? No one's done it yet. He got here in just 2 minutes and some change onto the thin ledges. Fighting for it here in the last one. Back on to clear ground here on that final ledge, and there we go, Ethan Poe. Rock and roll, my friend. Made it look like a walk in the park. Solid work out there. Had an insane pace. Got to the hang climb in only a minute. And that gave him some time to relax and dial in the energy he needed for the finish. Here's our last runner in the open wave, Evan Marsher. A little bit of an off-angle swing. Going to have to adjust here. Every little bit adds up. Big swing down off the rope. Over we go, up and in. Going around these cliffhanger ledges into the Cannonball Alley. Quickly through these, one-handing on those rotating handles. Big move there. Just goes for the big static reach. Evan quickly through the hang climb. There's no hesitation whatsoever there. Evan Marsher, maximum effort training studio athlete. Another burnout athlete. And it shows. I mean, he just cruised through to this point, minute 30. And he is almost done with the key lock hang. There we are, facing the cliffhanger now. Evan Marsher going quick here, elbows bent at 90 degrees, going to try to burn through these last few ledges. Insane pace he is setting, going for the dismount now. You gotta be kidding me, 2 minutes through the burnout. Dude did not let up, max out indeed. And he is over there looking for the time. Making sure he got the time readout to figure out where he's at in the standings. What a move, what a run. Great job, Max.
All right. Oh, I got some more chocolate. Oh, yeah, I gotta change it. Sorry. Wait, make sure you. Yeah, he's really gonna work this thing. Burnout 10 to 11 female. Focus first. Correct. I hope you get some more chocolate.
All right, moving on to the female division. Hope up first. Hope Sharber now. Swinging through the rings. Trying to find that special delivery slot, that male slot. And then back up the rope. Rope swing down. Vertical grip being tested a bit. And for that swing up, bypassing that banana hold. Trying to get the grip just right on these slopers. Reminiscent of the doorknob archway, in a sense. That was one on the stage 3, one of the first obstacles after the roulette cylinder in Sasuke. Adapted into American Ninja Warrior for one of the 5th obstacles. Huge doorway or doorknob arch. or 9th obstacle, excuse me, in the city finals. But Hope right now trying to find her way through the Cannonball Alley, and the grip slips as we try to traverse off of the big globe down to the smaller one towards the end. Nice try out there. Mila Rukas standing by, ready to go, representing the Ascend Obstacle Training Facility. Mila up and in. Took 5th place in the 2023 season of the WNL. Trying to straighten that swing out. Now it's all about that climb up here, using that foot tech. Nice little side swipe technique. As we are working our way on to the rings now. Quick bicycle kick to get that momentum built back up. There we go. Quick work on those slopers. There it is. Keep it going. Stay on top. Good fight here. Quick transition down. Keeping that swing going. That's really important. Tough to build up that momentum again. On those kind of holds. Smoothly through. Mila trying to relax a little bit. Now twisting around. Use the foothold for a little bit. Climbing up into action here on the hang climb. Here we go.
Slow. Yes, good. Doing great, kid. Right in. We're doing okay on time.
Couple more moves here.
Focus. Good. Eyes where you're going. That's fine. Good. All right, right to it.
Key lock hang time.
Taking out on these. All right, right to it now. Good. Good. Confident movement.
Mila Rukas
You're doing great.
on the hang climb.
Facing forwards. Ready? Forward.
Finding the handles here, twisting those key locks into place.
Good. Breathe forward. Good. Doing great, kid. Good. Last one.
Taking a chance to kind of let those hands and arms dangle. A little bit unfortunate. A shocker of a fall there. A little bit of a sideways swivel. Potentially what caused that last keyhole to come out of its slot. You hate to see it. Really good run until that point. And here we go. One of the athletes coming all the way from Canada, Elizabeth Imbout, from the MST Ninja Gym. Going all the way through onto the ropes here. This is the Quebec champion from the 2024 season of the Canadian Ninja League. Very cool to see the international athletes showing up, trying things out over here. Big swing up. Side to side swing here, keeping that to a minimum. Don't want too much momentum built up on those slopers. Don't peel off to the side by accident, exerting more energy than need be. Now, Cannonball Alley time. Thread the needle. Huge globe there. This is where a lot of athletes start to get that road burn, the road rash on their forearms. And these cannonballs have a decent amount of grit built into them. Couple of moves to make on the handles. Elizabeth, boy, trying to shake out. And get the feeling back into the forearms as we're on to the hang climb. Are we chalking up? No chalk, just wants to shake out a bit. And here we go. Up we go on to hang climb. This move right here, that bump up to the left, has been one of the tougher spots throughout the day. Nice try, Elizabeth. Good run to that point. Trying to shake out as we go. Evelyn Curtis standing by.
An offering. Would you like more chalk? Okay, very good. Sure. Just start after this timer, okay?
Coming out of the New York City Ninja Academy. Got 3 years of ninja experience. Big fan of the burnout rounds. Trained by Darian Bennett, Najee Richardson, Malone Cantor, some of their training partners and coaches from the area that she trains at. Made it all the way to stage 3 at the WNL Worlds in the 2024 season. So no stranger to these kind of courses. And big swing up. Nice move. Also enjoys horseback riding. You know, the equestrian event no longer a part of the modern pentathlon, but they just added ninja to it. We'll see if any of these young athletes be signing up for a pentathlon down the line. Evelyn working through the cannonballs right now, looking calm and composed. Here we go, the hang climb, the cutoff point, crux point of the course. Hold on tight. Here we go. Really wants to engage the feet if we can, but it's tough to figure out how to maneuver just right. Goes for a big reach up and over. Not quite able to get the reach. And Tom left hanging at the fist bump while she is already thinking about how she could have taken that obstacle out. All right.
All right, you can start anytime.
Next up. Mia Stitham on the move. Coming out of the surge, Peabody. Ooh, get a little hung up on the pillar. That's all right. It is in play. You hear the coach saying, stay calm. I know that is easier said than done. The nerves are something that every athlete has to deal with, every ninja. And that can sap your strength before you even realize it. So sage advice coming from the coach saying, keep your composure, stay calm out there. Mia is doing just that. Moving smoothly through. Hold on tight, big swing here. Got a little bit of a backswing going. Careful on the transitions. Here we go. Climbing up. Feet missing a little bit. Trying to find the footholds here. Double up. Ooh, the foot slip, but the left hand gets there just in time. And now on to the handles for the key lock hang.
Limit your swing here. Keep your hands facing forward. We just want to move small moves the whole way.
Couple moves at a time. We don't want to rush this one.
Time right now, so don't worry about that. Long swings. Yeah, keep your hands facing forwards. If you need to shake.
Here we go.
Good, yep.
That's Lucas Raleigh giving the beta, giving the coaching, saying keep your hands facing forwards. If they wind up facing backwards, biceps, like a bicep curl position, you lose the ability to really rotate fully moving forwards, impeding your progress and having to reposition your hands as you go through. Mia loses grip right there at the end. Well, left it all out there.
Dude, I know you didn't stop for like a second.
The hands were just gone. But we're seeing some progress. Couple more athletes to go. We're about halfway done in this wave. Fiona Nix, ready to go. Trains out of Surge, Ninja Hopkinton, and Strive Ninja. Rocking the Strive gear right now.
Settle.
Getting that swing in here, trying to be able to figure out this swing around. Climbing up that rope. Good J-hook on the rope. Already qualified at the Ascend competition. Since she really enjoys this experience on the NSCs and how unique the courses are. Working her way through. Finding the cannonball holds here. No problem so far with the grip. Also, Burnout is her favorite kind of course. And it shows, minute 20 to this point, setting a really good pace. Feet up onto the bar, feet only. Can't lock the legs on like locking your knees behind the bar would really alleviate a lot of that pressure. Feet are allowed just like they are here on the climb up. Beyond that, that's all the rest you get off the hands.
Come on.
There we go, quickly through the rock wall.
Let's go.
All right. The final few moves. Trying to recover while getting through the key lock hang is vital to have the energy required to get through these next few thin ledges. Hear everybody saying keep your wrists straight. You don't want to accidentally bend at the wrist to make it even more difficult to place those handles. All right, Fiona. Double checking where we can get to. Oh my goodness, skipping past the nunchuck. Doesn't want to risk the vertical grip. Straight off of the cone into the ledges. Last few ledges to go. Onto the thin route. We are almost there. Fiona looking for a finish. Come on to the last ledge, and we are going to hit that buzzer. Fiona Nix gets a full clear on the burnout. The crowd erupts. A rare sight indeed. Strive Ninja team in the house. And here comes the support crew. Awesome job. You love to see it. Woo! Man. Just stayed calm and composed the whole way through. Rested as we went through those holds on the key locks. That's all you needed. Nicely done. All right, Gabriella Cotta. Here we go. Coming out of that maximum effort training facility. Getting a little hung up here. She has got the chalk on like war paint. Going through on the rope swing now. Making the big swings here on the rings after the ropes. Big swing up. Hold on tight. Loses the grip a bit. Trying to skip that banana. Kept that swing going. Was able to figure it out on the second try. 5 years of experience. A big fan of the burnout style courses. Here we are now. Back on the Cannonball Alley. Gabby, no! The drop down. Not quite able to get through. The transition off of the big cannonball can be tricky. You don't have much traction there, so you have to be quick. Gabrielle Licata not quite able to dial that one in. Nice try. Down to our final three. Morgan Loshner on the move. Coming out of the Reach Ninja Gym. 3 years of experience. Her dad is the one coaching her now. Plays soccer, flag football, and track. Working our way across the rings after the ropes. Good swing tech. Gonna make sure we don't have to use any extra holds if we don't need to. Good tech here through the slopers. All the way through the cannonballs. Had a great showing out here so far. Second in the hybrid, third in the speed. Getting through far into the burnout. Gonna be huge for her. Ooh, opting to go back. Gotta have heels only on there. That's a rule that keeps things pretty fair across the board. Locking the legs. Be a little too forgiving for these athletes. Want to challenge their skill sets out here, and that's one way to do it. Limit what you can rest and recover on feet coming off the rock wall. Morgan getting to the top, finding the handles. Here we go. Finding the key lock hang slots. We've seen a lot of variations of this type of obstacle.
Good. There you go.
Twist and lock it in.
Good. Okay. Right.
Cannonball versions used to come in various sizes.
Right. Shake it off and go.
Key lock hang. Always a tough one.
You go squeeze. Squeeze. You've got it.
All right.
Push through, Morgan. Push through. Squeeze.
Here we go. Morgan Lochner looking for the finish.
Through this. You got it. Keep your pace. You're good.
Last chance to recover onto the ledges. Let's see what the tech's going to be. Keeping the arms straight, staying relaxed, keeping a good rhythm going across these last few ledges. Things are thinning out. Hands are opening up a little bit. Pinky popping off here. Not going to get there. Incredible job nonetheless. Almost to the last ledge. That was a great run. Those last few ledges really start to sap that strength.
All right, just start sometime after this timer goes off.
And here we go. Emily on the move. Climbing up. Emily Balco climbing up onto the rope swing, dropping on down. Couple ring drops here. Not too jarring. Swing tech slightly off, gonna have to go back. The overhand reach here on those slopers. Going slow and steady. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, as they say. Good way to stay consistent. Definitely a couple different styles to running burnout courses. We've seen some athletes go for big moves. A great swing through there, bypassing those two handles on the side. Some athletes try to burn through as fast as they can. Get to the furthest point faster than other athletes. Some like to go at a controlled pace, trying to conserve energy as we go through. Emily climbing up now on to the hang climb. There we go. Good work. through that middle section. And into the key lock hang just like that, 2 minutes in. All right, couple moves, nice twist. Making sure each one stays in place. That hand being facing backwards makes that next move a little tougher. But we got it dialed in. And here we go, folks. No chalk required. Going to take a few seconds to shake out. And now, Emily on these ledges. What's left in the tank here? Split the difference here a little bit to help recover a little bit as we can. Ooh, but the ledges are too much at the middle portion of that line. Great try, Emily. Last runner. Harper Bergen from the Warrior Factory in Syracuse. Harper swinging in. Harper going for it. Nice swing through. Had a great competition out here this weekend. First in hybrid, second in speed. Working through right now. Good job on the slopers. Goes by the Savage Ninja. Favorite obstacle happens to be cliffhangers. Well, you got to work your way. You got to earn your way to face this line of cliffhangers. Harper looking to try to finish out the burnout. Shaking out a bit. There we go. Feet. Feet on the bar. Trying to relax as much as we can. Now onto the hang climb we go. Big reach up. That's the tough move right there on the hang climb. Now for the key lock.
Up and turn. Up and turn. Good arms. Up.
Trying to find each move here.
Up. Breathe, Harper. Keep on breathing.
Locking them in.
And turn. Now it's a bar. Good, Harp. Keep breathing. Chalk is there if you need.
And here we go. Can we get a clear again in the burnout?
Get to that silver bar.
Chalked up, ready to finish this out.
And match absorb.
And Harper dropping down. Going to take one last chance to shake out before taking on these cliff lines. Her favorite obstacle, the cliffhanger. You got a handful to take on right now. Things start to get thin out. The pinky's popping off. Fighting for it. Come on, Harper. We got a dig and not going to get there at the end. So close. Incredible run and a great way to finish the day. Awesome job to all the athletes out there. And I think that's going to do it, folks. Podium's going to be set. And we'll be right back with the award ceremony. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. stand by for just a second. We'll see who got the top spots in just a minute. And welcome back, everybody. Appreciate y'all waiting out for the awards. Congratulations to all the athletes. Shout out to the Stamford team. Did an awesome job out here.
All right, guys, thank you again for coming to Stamford Ninja Academy Youth NSC. We really appreciate everyone that traveled. If you're local, we're just glad that you guys came out here. We're really appreciative for the support. We think Youth NSC is an awesome new league, and we're really excited to support it in this way. Everyone that came out here, you guys are awesome, and thank you a lot. So, just to sort of give credit where credit's due, our team here has been working really hard to make it happen. So thanks to our camera guy whose arms are cramping up. Alex is doing a great job. There he is. Alex! Sam Farr from Beta Break doing our live stream. That guy's incredible. Karen Mack doing our photography. Super cool. Bianca just filling in the cracks that we miss all around. And then I was designing the hybrid course, Tom designed the Burnout course, and we collaborated on the speed course. So we had a lot of fun making those for you guys. That being said, we got some hardware to give out, so let's get into that, all right? Starting with the boys. In third place with 295 points, second place in speed, third place in hybrid, third place in Burnout, Alfio! In second place today with 297 points, that's third place in speed, first place in hybrid, and second in Burnout, Ethan Poe. And finally, first place on the event, 299 points, first place in speed, second place in hybrid, first place in burnout, Evan Martin. Smile for the cameras, boys. Or donut. All right, so Evan and Alfie are already qualified to the sectionals and Ascend later this summer. Ethan has qualified here today. I'd like to invite up, qualifying in fourth, Jack DeLuca. And in sixth, Aiden Ayers. All right, smile for the cameras, boys. Let's hear one more time for our male podium. Thank you, boys. All right, moving on to the girls. Hard-fought battle out here. It's pretty sweet. In third place with 295 points. Third place in speed. Second place in hybrid. Third in burnout, Morgan. Tying Morgan in points at 295, but winning the tiebreaker. First in speed, third in hybrid, fourth in burnout, Emily Balco. And in first place with 298 points, second in speed, first in hybrid, second in burnout, Harper Bergen. Smile for the cameras, girls. All right, now Harper and Morgan both qualified for sectionals here. Emily was already qualified. So the next person qualifying here today for sectionals, come join us, is Mia. Yes. All right, one last time for our female podium. Great job, girls. All right, now I'm gonna give you some redemption time, but hold on. No hybrid obstacles, only speed and burnout obstacles. Look out for.
All right, thanks again, everybody. It's been a pleasure commentating here. I'm Ryan Stratus, alongside with Mr. Sam Farr out there on site with the Beta Break streaming services here on the Ninja Sport Network YouTube page. If you like what you see, please support us through our Patreon. It goes a long way. Like that video, share, subscribe, all that jazz. As you see these kids ready to jump right back out there on the course. They're not done by a long shot. We got more qualifiers in the season and the sectionals and championship later this summer. Exciting times yet to come. One more round to go. We've got the 12 and 13-year-old age range coming up in just a bit. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.